What's up, family? I'm about to do two things. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I'm doing with cryptocurrency that earns me cryptocurrency every single day. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a Bitcoin chart to kind of show you where I think price is headed and why. So just hang tight, sit right there, and enjoy the video. Peace out. What's up, family? I'm about to show you what I'm secretly doing in cryptocurrency that helps me earn cryptocurrency every day. Shh. Keep this under wraps, okay? Don't tell anyone. I'm investing in artificial intelligence. You're investing in what? I'm investing in artificial technology, okay? So don't tell anyone. I'm secretly trying to take over the world. I'm telling mommy. What's up, family? This is what I'm doing in cryptocurrency that helps me earn cryptocurrency every day, right? You've stumbled into a crazy financial experiment. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on a few of these so that way you can kind of get an idea of what's going on, okay? So if you like to participate in this experiment, the easiest way to get involved is to use Tron, TRX, to claim your own personal piece of what AI has created, an auto-decentric company and organization that runs itself. How is that possible? Auto-decentric, what is that? Some secret scientific experiment? Let's look. Auto-decentric, the state of actively decentralizing itself as an individual entity via external interaction. To put it in sci-fi terms, this describes the part of an AI that tries to keep itself alive. Oh my God, and you're participating in this? You're absolutely right. I'm earning cryptocurrency every day. So I'm gonna just click over here. So what it is, it's just a game where anybody can get involved. So I'm just gonna go over just a little bit, okay? So games with only one winner are outdated. Why not split the prize fairly? If the big timer at the top is allowed to reach zero, the most recent 100 participants each gets 1% of the massive prize at the top of the main page. When you create a new box, you are instantly one of the most recent participants, which means that if the timer ends, that prize is instantly yours. No tricks, no meddling, no humans to get in the way, except for everyone else. Big prizes aren't your thing, let them fight. I bet royalties are more your style. That's me. I'm more of a royalty guy, and I'll get into that right now. Okay, so this is royalties, right? While everyone's trying to chase the prize behind the reboot, there's a far more comfy option. One that's betting those fools won't stop until there's no more TRX in the world to spend. When you fund the AI, the artificial intelligence? Yeah, when you fund the AI so that she can waste it in the various ways she pleases, you claim gift boxes in return. These tokens of appreciation do exactly that. They appreciate themselves. Boxes collect royalties, thus appreciating in value. You mean I'm collecting things that appreciate without doing anything? Too good to be true. Let's continue reading. On creation, they start empty, but constantly accumulate value until the reboot finally occurs. Crypto that only goes up, a breath of fresh air. Definitely in my book. What if she reboots? No problem. Just Game buys back all boxes for the current backing value. Your royalties are automatically safe. There's no way to lose the value that they collect unless you open your boxes before the timer has ended. Just Game will personally offer you twice whatever they've collected, but they'll be destroyed and stop collecting royalties. Okay, so you hold on to your boxes, they accumulate. If you want to sell, they will offer you double the amount of what you've collected. Oh my God. Let's get into it. Okay, let's go to earnings. I've been in this only for a short period of time, 2 weeks. I have 169 boxes. I've collected 12. I collected 12 TRX just by letting them sit. And if I wanted to open them, I would lose my 169 boxes, but I'll get 25 TRX, double the amount that I've collected. I mean, it's just that simple. All right, guys. So that's one way I'm earning cryptocurrency, by investing in this piece of artificial tech artificial intelligence, okay? So now let's look at the second way that I'm earning cryptocurrency. Okay, guys, before I head off and show you the next thing, I would like to show you a little secret about this piece of artificial intelligence, okay? So you get to reinvest your royalties and start earning more. What do you mean by that? Let me show you. So, compound your investment, chase the future. A powerful alternative to opening boxes early, reinvestment allows any participant to take the 200% bonus opening boxes will grant them and use it directly to create more boxes instead, which is kind of cheating since your old boxes aren't destroyed or anything. You just get more. This means both your old boxes and new boxes continue to earn royalties until time runs out, which immediately means you are earning a larger share of royalties than you would otherwise. Even better, reinvesting puts you right back in the last 100 participants list, meaning you can easily reinvest your way to a victory that costs you absolutely nothing. Definitely overpowered, we know. To really have your head spin, check out autoplay. Check out the autoplay feature, a system that automatically reinvests for you until you turn it off. Autoplay just every time you earn additional boxes, it just reinvest them themselves. But this is compound interest. That's what you're earning. Compound interest. The same way on the loan, when you borrow the money, you pay the interest on top of it. That's what you're earning here, people. And you get to just reinvest that on top, get back into that top 100 so you have a chance of winning the big prize. And man, I mean, ooh, cryptocurrency that appreciates. But shh, don't tell anyone. This is all a secret, okay? Okay, you guys, let me show you what reinvesting looks like. Okay, see, I've earned an additional box, so I'm gonna reinvest it, okay? Right here live on camera. Okay, boom, here we go. You are reinvesting, you will get one box, total 25 TRX. Ooh. Reinvesting uses your accumulated royalties to create additional boxes. This option gives you a two-time bonus without destroying the boxes in the process. So authorized with TronLink, awaiting your approval, confirming your transaction, and boom, transaction confirmed. I have reinvested into this artificial intelligence and now have 170 boxes that will generate more interest than the 169 that I had previously. It's just that simple. See you guys. After I've reinvested, look, this is me. You're in first place to get the spicy bonus. Keep this position. That's 3 million. That's almost 4 million TRX I'll earn if the time runs out to 0. The time? Where's the time? Let me scroll to the top. See, that's the timer. When that reaches 0, when the clock strikes 0, if you're in first place, you get that amount. See, now I'm in second place, but I still will receive 1% of this if it runs out while I'm in the top 100. So basically, it just gets you to buy more boxes. The more boxes you buy, the more payout you receive, and also you get a chance to win the top prize. I mean, it's pretty much a win-win. You buy more boxes, you earn more TRX, and if you stay in the top 100, you get a piece of the big bonus for staying there. So I'm about to show you the next thing that I'm doing to earn cryptocurrency without really doing anything. See you on the other side. Okay, guys, this is the second thing that I'm doing to earn cryptocurrency by not doing a thing. Shh, keep this a secret, okay? This is Tucanaire. Just get in. And I'll explain what Tucanaire is in just 1 second. It's something that I use to earn cryptocurrency off of my TRX Tron. Tron is a top 10 cryptocurrency, you guys, meaning that Tron is one hell of a crypto to be earning passively, okay, by not doing a thing. What is Tucanaire? Tucanaire is a community, right? Tucanaire is a community-driven ecosystem of smart contracts that distributes cryptocurrency rewards to its users. So far, there are 2 base smart contracts. Smart contracts is a term you have to get familiar with, okay? I'll get into that later. Okay, so there are 2 base contracts on the Tucanaire network called Stable and Crazy. What? What is Stable, right? Stable is the second smart contract in the Toucanaire community. Unlike Crazy, Stable does not have volatility, meaning that the prices don't go up and down violently. Oh my God. Okay, Toucan Stable does not have volatility, right? Volatility, right? As its value is paired 1-to-1 with TRX. This means you can enjoy rewards from transaction fees like Crazy, but without the fear of a crash. The downside of Stable is you don't have gains in tokens, in the token value, meaning that when the price of the Stable goes up, the price of Stable doesn't go up, it remains stable. But Crazy, I'll get to that in a second. Stable also feeds the Crazy contract with 1% TRX fee from every Stable transaction. This distributes rewards to Crazy holders and raises the value of Crazy tokens. See, now, that's what I'm saying. With the Stable token, if the price of it goes up, you don't reap the benefit, But if the price of it goes down, you don't have to worry about that losing value. So, it's just if you like risk or not. So what is Crazy? Crazy is an immutable, another term you have to get involved with, but no worries. Crazy is an immutable DeFi, decentralized finance, smart contract that allows you to exchange TRX for Crazy, a token that mints TRX rewards. Wow, that's powerful, but a token that mints TRX rewards for the lifetime of the Tron blockchain. Another term you have to get familiar with. Crazy token holders receive TRX rewards when a user enters, exits, transfers the Crazy token. The amount of TRX rewards received is based on the amount of Crazy tokens said user holds. For example, say there are 100,000 Crazy total, right? If you are holding 10,000 Crazy, you own 10% of the supply. This means when someone enters or exits the Crazy contract, you will receive TRX valued 10% of the transaction fee. When users enter or exit the contract, it affects the value of Crazy. When someone enters the contract, the Crazy rate goes up. When a user exits, the rate goes down. Crazy token holders get rewards in TRX up or down. The great thing about Crazy is that it has a floor. Using Ambassador wallets, which I am, explained below, TRX is pushed into the contracts using partner dApps, explained below, to keep value rising. The in/out rate being volatile is why these tokens are called Crazy. So basically, when you hold Crazy tokens, when somebody sells theirs or when someone buys, you receive 10% of the transaction fee. So you just buy your Crazy and your Crazy tokens, use TRX, you buy your Crazy tokens, and then you earn TRX, 10% of the transaction fee. So you're earning TRX when somebody sells or they buy. How easy is that, right? What are Ambassador wallets? Okay, so let's read this really quick, and then I'm gonna get into it. When the Crazy contract was launched, the Crazy token and rate was extremely low. I'm glad I took advantage. To ensure long-term stability of the token value, 50 Ambassador wallets were created to protect against the aggressive contract exit, which could deplete the value for Crazy token holders and kill the contract. Ambassador wallets can enter the Crazy contract, right? But if they transfer or exit, there is a 100% transaction fee. This distributes all the TRX value to Crazy token holders. So it kind of keeps them locked in from, selling, so it can protect the value. So the value can't go but so low. That's basically all this is saying. The Ambassador wallet holders can withdraw or roll TRX rewards, but are not incentivized to exit. The 100% fee distribution is also used with special promotions, whereas ambassadors can exit a portion of their Crazy tokens to rain TRX rewards to token holders. So I'm protecting the floor. I'm an ambassador, and I get rewarded for being an ambassador as well. So let's go into Crazy. That's what I hold. I don't hold any. I'm a riskier guy, so I'm holding Crazy. So let's calculate it. Boom. So I have 340 I'm sorry, 394 crazy, which equals 957 TRX. And this is what I've earned over the last week, 30 TRX. I mean, hey, I'll take that any day of the week. Look at the floor, raise the floor. You know, that means the bottom line of the crazy price has risen by 0.08%. It's right here, 1.7. So, okay, so I can withdraw. You know, I can withdraw these 30 TRX or I can roll them. I'm going to roll them so I can receive more. Remember, compound interest. So I'm going to go ahead and roll these. Confirm request, Tron, website took now, network requesting. Okay, function, reinvest. Don't automatically assign, add the app. Okay, by using the Tron link, you agree to use cookie. All right, all that bullshit. Got it. All right, accept. Boom, and see now I have 404 crazy, which will net me more TRX, right? And so you see the floor raised by 0.08 again. So that's what I do to earn crypto, you know, daily, weekly. I just keep reinvesting so I can receive more. See now I have 982 TRX, that 30 has went in, and now my payout at the end of next week will be greater by reinvesting into the blockchain. So that's 2 ways I'm earning cryptocurrency passively. I have about 5 other ways. So peace out. Next, I'm gonna get into some BTC charts, okay? Okay, family. I'm about to look at the BTC chart, the Bitcoin chart, right? And see if we can get an idea of where price action is headed, okay? I know you see a lot going on, family. I know you see a lot going on, but don't get so confused, okay? I'm about to make this simple as 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Maybe not that simple, but oh man, tribute to Kobe going on still. Sit here getting this in. But anyway, I'm about to make this simple as possible, all right? So I like to start out with the larger time frame, right? So right here, you on the monthly time frame. The larger the time frame, the more confirmation in the moves, okay? So I like to start with the monthly time frame, and you can change this up, which I'll show you. You can go 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and so on. Hour, you know, 4 hours, 12 hours, the daily, 3 days a week, 2 weeks, monthly, right? So I like to look at the monthly, right? And so when you say monthly, that just means each candle you see, these are candles. Red means price went down, you know, started here, dropped here, whoop. Started this candle open, started here, dropped here. The wicks just represent price action. So on this candle, the highest price went on that candle, on this red candle here, was right here, right? That's the highest price went up. Then it came down all the way here. Then it came up and it finally closed here. Then the next candle opened at the very top of this one. Price went up all the way here with the wick, came all the way down here with that wick, but pushed all the way back up and closed here. And this was this candle started and so on. So that's just a little bit about candles. So each of these candles represent a month worth of price action via we're looking at the monthly chart. So what I like to do, I like to start with the larger time frames and work my way back in. So let's put on this chart a handy dandy trend line. And the trend is your friend, you guys. The trend is your friend. So as you can see, we are in a downtrend, meaning that every time price came up to this trend line, it got rejected. See, this is the body of the candle. See, it opened here. It went as low as here. It rose all the way up here, tried to break out, but it got pushed down all the way here. And then this candle opened, the same thing. The wick represents the total movement of the price action. Went all the way here, went up to this trend line area again, got rejected and closed. So forth and so on, right? So this is the trend. As you can see, each height of price action went down and down and down. So that means we are in a downtrend until we can break this trend line. So if the price of BTC can break this trend line above this, that will be what we call a breakout, right? And we will officially be out of the downtrend, which we are at this moment in time. We are still continuing to be in this downtrend, okay? So I start out with the monthly just to get an overall idea of where we are and what we are doing, okay? But I'm gonna get into the MACD a little later, but Look at this though. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. If we can somehow on the monthly, like bounce off of this red line, so you can see when the blue line crosses the red line on the MACD, price goes up. As you, oh shit, my bad, y'all. As you can see here, you know, we got a little, when the cross here, see it lines up when the cross happened here, we got a little rise up in price action, and then it slowly started to decline. So if this price action can bounce here, we may can break out of this trend that we're in. So I'll get into that in a little more detail later, but what I do with the monthly is just like to see the overall trend. And as you can see, we have still, if you want to draw this trend line from back up here, let me do this number. Let me adjust that really quick. Let me move that down. I'm just gonna throw in another handy dandy trend line to get a trend all the way from back here. You still can see, if you was to draw it like this way, right, that we're still in a downtrend. And what you're looking at is for this breakout of this trend line. And then if we break out of this trend line, the bigger, the larger one, bro, is game on. But anywho, let's just, for the sake of keeping on, let's just keep on, all right? So now I'm gonna go into the weekly, right? So let's look at the weekly time frame. Come right up here. Now each candle will represent 1 week of price action, right, guys? So now let's take a look at this. You see we're still in this downtrend, but oh my God, wrong way. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see it and zoom it in and pull it back. Guys, look at this. This weekly, holy shit. Holy shit, you guys. I gotta go and change my underwear. I just had a wet dream. Anyway, but this weekly, man, I'm telling you, this weekly has some bullish sentiment. I don't know what you heard, but you're hearing it from me first. This weekly chart has, see, this is 1 week. Let's look at the bottom. See, this is 1 week. It jumped 7 days. Each candle represents a week worth of price action. On this weekly, let me see if I can make this bigger for you guys. Come over here, enlarge it. You see this on the weekly, this weekly candle here is right here pressing, trying to break this downtrend that we're in. And plus I used the 13 and 34 day moving average, right? Not gonna get into much detail, but if you go back and look at the chart, which I can show you, the 13 is the pink, the 34 is the blue, right? Every time that pink line, right, crosses above this blue line, what happens? Okay, now let me reset this chart over here so that way you guys can see this, right? So look at what happens every time the blue crosses, the pink crosses on the blue. Let me zoom out. Look at this, guys. Every time that pink line crosses the blue, look at what happens with price action. It's moving average, right? So now look at what we got going on right here, you guys. Oh my God. We got the pink crossing up on the blue. We have the weekly candle that's trying to break out of this downtrend. And then look at the MACD, you guys. Whoa. We have a bullish cross on the MACD that just represents positive momentum. And the same thing, when on the MACD, when you get that cross, look at what happens to price. Oh my God. Oh my God. Would this be a fail breakout? Or what will happen? Let's take a closer look. So you got those two bullish things happening on the weekly, which is, oh God, I really have to change my underwear. I'm dreaming over here and they're a little wet. But anyway, I just cracked myself up. But anyway, guys, all right, moving on to the daily. So these are our time frames: monthly, weekly, daily, and as you can still see, we still respecting that trend line off of the monthly. You know, that's the overall larger picture, right? We still respecting it, which we're trying to get a breakout here in the weekly, and we got those bullish crosses that I was talking about. This is very simple trading. And also, now let me go to the daily. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go to the daily. Change the time frame here. Scroll down to the daily. Now each candle represents what, you guys? Each candle represents daily price action. Now let's look at what we got going on the daily. All right, then let me get this to where I want it. Okay, you guys. Now let's look at this. I'm gonna talk about a couple formations that's forming on this, right? But now let's look at that same trend line. I'm sorry, guys. Let's look at that same trend line. I hope this video is easy to watch, guys. I hope it's not confusing. Now let's look at this same trend line on the daily, right? You see price is actually on top of that trend line. Oh my God. So are we going to 100,000 like I've been saying on the internet? Let's just pump your little brakes there, buddy. Okay, let me show you what we're up against before we want to see $100,000 Bitcoin. All right, cool. Not saying it's not gonna happen, but I just want to show you what we're up against before we can get there. All right, cool. But you do see that positive note that we are on the top of the trend line, you know, that I drew on the monthly, on the daily, right? But one of the bad things is that, we can do it here. When you're dealing with moving averages, right? When price gets overextended from the moving average, you see how far this is from the moving average. We usually have a pullback to the moving average, right? And if we pull back to this moving average, I'm gonna leave it right there. So that means price could possibly go back down to about, you know, $9,000, which we're currently at about 9,400, right? So you can possibly be expecting a pullback because we're so overextended, right? Now let me reset this chart, and I want to show you a formation that has happened on the chart on the daily. All right, let me back up off of it and let me make it a little smaller. All right, so cool, you guys. This is what we got here, right? Let me come over and get my handy dandy trend lines, but instead I'm gonna get a horizontal one, right? So let me get a horizontal line. It should be red, and I'm gonna place it right here, right? Yes, see that red line I just placed? So that represents resistance, guys, and we got this formation. This is gonna be a moment of euphoria if I can pull this off the way I want to. So right here, okay, so how do I do this? I'm not really good at this, so bear with me. Oh God, wrong way. All right, so I just want you guys to better see the area that I'm talking about. Let me just get rid of that. Remove it. Oh shit, what did I just remove? Nothing. All right, cool, there you go. So I just want to get this. I'll tell you what, I'll make it easier on myself and just use the brush. All right, guys, you see this area right here, right? Boop. And right here, right? Boom. That's what's called a double top, right? And usually when you see a double top form, you see where it came up to this level and it came up to this level again, that's a double top. That usually signifies pending price action, right? And when you have a double top, that signifies pending price action to the downside, right? So just like I said about we're overextended, you have another formation saying that we could possibly have a price reversal here due to the double top. But we may be in a type of a market that disrespects this type of a formation. So, right? So I just wanted to point out that double top. Uh-oh, I don't want to keep drawing. All right, cool. Right? So we might be in that type of a market where this double top isn't respected at this level of resistance. So what's resistance? As you can see, when price comes up to a certain area, you know, you have indecision in the market, and it comes to this level and price get pushed back down. You see it hit this level, price got pushed back down. So that's a level of resistance. Think about the roof. When you hit the roof, you come down. And again, we've hit this roof again. So now let's see if we can find something else that will signify us breaking through this roof or us getting pushed back down. We are overextended, right? That's one thing that says, you know, we might be getting pushed back down. Now let's go down to this handy dandy RSI, right? The RSI represents just, I'm gonna keep it basic. It represents price momentum, right? And so RSI shows you this thing that's called divergence, right? So now let me pull out my handy dandy trend line, right? So you see this trend forming on the RSI, right? And we have created a higher high. I just draw it like this. We've created a higher high on the RSI, right? So this was a high, right? From this point to this point. This point is higher than this previous point. So we created a high, right? And so now this point, from this point to this point, we've created another high, right? So now this high is higher than that high, and so on and so forth, right? And so now this high here, right? This high is slightly higher than this high. So we are creating higher highs, right? But what is price action showing you? So on the RSI, we are creating higher highs, right? That's price momentum, meaning that price action is going up, right? There's more momentum is rising. And now on the chart, we have a double top, right? That's called Class B bullish divergence, meaning that price action on the RSI, well, momentum on the RSI is saying that momentum is increasing. And here we have reached this double top on the actual price action, right? This is price action, this is momentum. So this is saying momentum is picking up and we have hit the roof. So momentum is gaining as we are hitting the roof. So that can allude to the fact that we are about to break this resistance area and continue moving upward. So we're going to 100,000. That's what he said. Place all bets on Bitcoin. Pump your brakes, little buddy, okay? Pump your brakes. So now I want to show you what we have to fight through in order to continue to rise. Okay, so once we break this first level of resistance, this is the second level. Like this is how you, trade accordingly and manage your risk. So let's get another horizontal line. You see here, you see where price rose up to here on this wick here. Remember, the price rose up to here, but it went back down. So now this is the second level of price that we have to break. That's that 9,900 area, right? So, okay, so we break this, we have resistance here, which we could rise up to here, this area, not necessarily exactly to this price, but just this area before we see a correction, meaning price going back down if we break this area here, all right? So cool. So Keenan, what else can we use to get an idea of where price is going? Now let's go back to a larger time frame. Again, why? Because when price action happens on the larger time frame, it's more confirmation and it is stronger. So I'm going to just go ahead and reset all this over here and get it all worked out, all pretty and stuff. All right. So you got them same double, so you got the same double top action and everything. So I'm going to delete that. I'm gonna leave it there. So, okay, so let's use Fibonacci retracement. I'm not gonna get into exactly what Fib is like in depth, but I'll just show you a thing or two. So this is what you get when you buy that mentorship. This is what you get when you buy that mentorship. You understand the markets a little bit better. All right, cool. So on the RSI, on the Fibonacci extension, what also is showing as positive momentum, we are in the golden zone. The golden zone is an area on the RSI which shows price reversal, so I did this from swing high to swing low. So I'm retracing price as it goes up. So as price is going up, you got these different fib levels, which, denotes the 23% retrace, because what you're doing, you're retracing the price from its high point to its low point. So you are retracing all the way back up to the top. So that's why when you reach the top, that's like 100, there's one, meaning 100% retrace, right? You retrace your steps all the way from the low back up to the high. So I'm tracking price as it rises higher. And when you enter into this 38% retrace, that's known as the golden zone. When you hit the golden zone, that's known of the area of the that's known as the area of the Fibonacci where prices reverse. So I'm tracking it from bottom. I'm tracking it from up to down. So now when it's going up, when it hits this 38% retrace, this is the golden zone, which we are in, which is bullish. Right? Bullish meaning price could go up. So we are in this golden zone. We just entered it. And so that means price has a chance of going up. That's another signal that means price could go up. And I'm not getting into it anymore. That's what the mentorship program is for. And so I want to just show you one more thing before I check out. Remember, I was having the wet dreams on the weekly. Shit. There's another one. These underwear is ruined. So we are still in this. Let me just make it so you can see it, guys. So now we are still in this golden zone on the weekly, larger time frame, right? We are in the golden zone, which means price could go up because remember, I'm tracking it from I'm tracking it from swing high to swing low, and I'm going back up. So I mean, price is reversing. So this golden zone is a signal where price continues to reverse. And that in this case would be go up because I'm tracking it from high to low. Is bouncing and going in opposite direction of what I'm tracking it, right? High to low, now it's going from low to high, reversal. So we are in the golden zone here. We got this bullish cross on MACD and the 13 and 34. And again, don't forget about, okay, I have to go back to the other one, to the daily, and show the bullish divergence. So I'm just saying, guys, I'm not making any predictions saying what it's gonna do, but all I'm saying is that you have some indicators pointing that we may go up. So Keenan, with that being said, what would you do if you were trying to trade all of this? So let's go back to the daily. This is where I'll place my trade, right? I will get in right now, right? I will get in right now. I'll go ahead and stake my spot because I think price may go up. But what you do, you will set a stop loss, meaning that you could limit how much money you risk. And I will set my stop loss right here at this 13-day moving average. Because remember, we're overextended. And I was saying that we could come back to this 13-day moving average if we have a correction. If we come back down, this will probably be the most likely area that we'll go. So we'll reach here. If we break below this, we're going to the 34, right? So that will be about 80. The 34 day, I'm about on it, will be about 85, and the 13 will be about 89-ish. So what I would do, I will get in now, and let me show you how much of a percentage that would be risky. It's not a lot of money, you guys. It's well, I'm not gonna say that because that's an objective term. So many people think different. So if I was to get in right now, right, this is price at 94. So let me draw this precisely. So if I would get in now, right, and I would, place my stop loss here, where I'll only lose about 4.5% of my money. You could do that and get kicked out of the trade and fear that we'll go lower. Also, let me get the same tool, place the price here about the same area. All right, I'm about to get off this. I know I've been on here for a minute. All right, so cool. So now let me find. So boom. So now you can risk 10%, meaning that if we hit this 34-day, which is 9.22%. So if we was to hit this 34-day moving average, so you can just say, okay, so if you go in with $100, you will only lose $10 because you're setting your stop loss at 10%. 10% of 100 is $10. So that's all you'll lose. And if you're going in with $100, you will only lose $5 if the price dropped down to the 34. What I would do, I would put my stop loss here at this 34. So that way, if it does, because it may bounce, because you see how prices has been bouncing off this 13-day moving average. You see how it hit here, went up, came, touched it here, went back up, boom, same here. So price has been respecting. I'm gonna get these percentages out of the way, guys, because it's blocking what I would like to see here. So you see how price has been respecting this 13-day moving average. Every time it comes down to it, it bounces off, came down to it here. I mean, perfectly. Like, I can zoom this even further. I can just zoom this in and show you where price has been respecting this 13-day moving average. You see, boom, perfectly. Whoop, look at price action. Whoop, look at price action. Okay, whoop, went all the way up here, came all the way back down. Look, smacked it. Boom, right there on the head. Came all the way back up. Look at this area, 13. Price started here. Look at what happened. Whoop. Boom, 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 boom. We finally came down and we broke it, but we did not reach the 34. So that's why I will put my stop loss at the 34, because if we come down and break it, break the 13, you'll still be in the trade until we break below this 34. You see, price broke the 13. I will still be in this trade. And look at what happened. It didn't quite reach the 34, still in the trade, and you still whoop, whoop. I'll talk about trailing stop losses, but that's what the mentorship is for. So, and again, same type of deal. We can break out of this if we do because of the double top formation, but we got some other bullish indicators in between that. So if we did decide to break down, I place my trade now. If we did decide to break down, you can place your stop loss here, but I don't think that'd be smart since you see history shows that we bounce off this 13-day moving average. I would set mine here at the 34 because history shows that, you know, we didn't quite reach the 34. You see here, see, boom. Well, you know, we got the cross there. And you see, once we do break below this 34, when did we break below this 34, the blue line? For the first time. That was here. You see what happens? That's why I will get out at the blue line, the 34-day moving average, because once we break it, you see all this dumpage, all this price action went down once we broke it. So that's why I will keep my stop loss at this, just in case if we break this, you know, you see what happens when we break it. So I'm gonna reset this, pull this back into, oh crap. Pull this back down. Did I reset my scale or what? Reset scale. All right. So that way, you know, you can pull it back down so we can make sense of it. But as you can see here, price broke that 34-day moving average. The blue line went down beneath it. So right there, boom, tried to get above it, couldn't. And so you see the dumpage. So that's why I set my stop loss right here. Get kicked out of the trade because I know if we break that 34-day moving average, we have a high probability of going lower. So that's why I would set mine and see and pray that we'll get a pullback. You know, I may, pray that we get a pullback to the 13-day moving average and bounce off of it and keep going up. You feel me? So that's what I would do if I was trying to trade this right now. Just, you know, manage your risk. But I'm out, guys. I done held y'all for over an hour, maybe quite an hour. If you're looking at this, I'm not sure because I got to edit it. But peace out, man. Mentorships, cryptocurrency consultations. I can show you you know, other ways like I'm earning cryptocurrency passively, safely, you know, where I don't have to worry about the price swings. I just get it every day, you know, reinvest it, earn more payout. I can show you how to set up trade ideas, so that way you can, you know, kind of become a trader. I'm a swing trader. I don't trade daily. I just focus on the long term and get those, you know, and try to attempt to get those profits on the long term. But hey, man, cryptocurrency mentorships and consultations are available. You get with me, you'll be a confident cryptocurrency user, investor, know what you're doing and all that good stuff. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Check in for my next video, which will be coming soon. Peace out.